There's a lot to talk about. Bats, first of all. Okay, so bats. Let's just look at my map here. These are all bats, and you're like, where are these bats at? Well, they're in a space in between the walls. It's my fault, and I'll show you why. Yeah, I covered up the space. I thought if I covered the roof with tiles, what the hell? That it would stop them from spawning. They don't give a crap about what's on the roof, as far as I can tell. But I think they care about lighting. So here's what I did. I went through and I decided to cover up a bunch of spots and to create this little pathway in here. It's not. Yeah. Did you see how fast they respond? I mean, can you tell? Oh, and then a spider spawned. So I wanted to, the reason why I wanted to really bring this up, let me turn my hover off so I can actually get out of here. Um, is this item right here. This is powered lantern. It's incorrectly listed as 32 block radius. It is not a 32 block radius. It is a 32 block diameter, maybe. And I do believe that it's Y level. Excuse me. Y level specific, like so, like it's like a 32. I think it might be like a bubble, but it's not 32. If it was 32 blocks, then it would be a different story, but it's not. If you can't tell, I've done a lot of building, but it's just really covering up some of the ugly. I'm not done doing that, but if you notice, there's a very large amount of these inverted lights. Yeah, the inverted lights are great. They are helpful. They are better than torches, and I have a bunch of different colors now available to myself. Anywhere where I see a dark spot now, I'm going to cover it. Um, See how there's like a weird looking dark spot right there and right there. Bats don't care about the spawn condition of slabs, apparently. See? And apparently somehow I gotta get, hold on. This thing needs to go. I'm gonna just EMC it. I use the like how is this spider able to be spawning? Right? Like if it was a 32 block radius, it would literally be right below me. So I know that it's wrong. That's just put it that way. I want to get rid of this roof of slabs because it didn't work. But if you're wondering what's going on with that, like that's the situation. We were working on, I would say I was working on repressurized or pneumaticraft because I got to a point where I needed to have autocrafting of different components, and I didn't finish covering that in any of my videos because Sproblin and I were working together at the time, and that was something that he said he wanted to like be more than happy to do. Um, since Sproblin is like going to be extendedly gone from this server, it's not a server, it's from this play. I'm just trying to now. I'm not going to try and make this place look too much better until. Did this thing actually have like it didn't break? That's what it looks like it's showing. That's kind of scary. That it did. Yeah. Wonder how many millions of damage it can take before it breaks. Okay, so bats can spawn in here. Um, apparently so can some mobs. So instead of me placing the lights, I really hate placing. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cover this thing with, or convert some of the stuff to glowstone. See if I got enough glowstone. I would make it. It's like some cool looking glowstone, something like this or whatever. Eh, I just don't see the point at the moment of me trying to do that. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be worth my time. I am also crafting while we speak the infinite fluid storage. That's because I wanted to make sure that I have room. It's still in process, but it's nearly there. It's only it's only 43 million versus 933 million for that one. But it's almost done crafting. I just need to see. I was going to do the lights. Do I have my exchanger? All right, let's just grab one. Grab my exchanger. And what I'll do is just go right here. All right, as you can see, this is going to be like a just an extended room. I haven't really decided what I want to do yet. It's the same thing goes for this one. See, if you put enough lights in, I think it keeps the bats from spawning. The good news is that this process has worked. It's just I moved on. Yeah, see, look at this. This is ridiculous. All right, so let's go ahead and put the glowstone down. And there we go. Can I make the range bigger? A little bit. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Makes a pattern. Yeah. And I'm just going to cover the whole entire thing like this. I did not know it was going to be that extreme. The bats were going absolutely crazy, and it's driving me nuts. Like I don't mind a little bit, but like between the slimes and the bats, I was losing my freaking grape. I was like, I can't handle this. I do not want. I don't want to do that. So will I stop that from happening? Oh, excellent. Nope. Undo. Cool. All right. Everything should be good. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I did a lot of off-camera stuff. I created a few recipes. I did some research into pneumaticraft, and I completed the auto crafting of the reinforced piping. I'll show you guys all that before the end of this episode, so you can see how I did it. If you wonder how, or if you're even watching at this point. Because I'm going to start pushing fast through the crafts to kind of speed along the process. It's come to my attention that a lot of people who are working on mod packs that are large like this, what they'll do is they'll just focus on trying to get to the last item or the creative stuff and then backwards create the rest. It does work. I mean, that's a way to do it there. I swear if these bats don't stop spawning though, I'm gonna lose my mind. One or two ain't a big deal. 50 at a time, I wanna smack a bat in the face. And some violence and stuff is not the answer, right? There. So this is gonna provide me light down here. This is gonna also provide some light up there. What the heck is that? Oh, it's one of these glaive glitches. It's funny because when you get to them, they're not there, but there. All right, so we need to get oil. Why did I need to get oil? I don't know. Sprablin said I needed oil. He said get oil. So I got a laser base. It's the same thing set up that is set up for the Wither, except for it's with it's in the biome deep ocean. Uh, yeah. By the way, lukewarm ocean will not spawn oil with that. It will not create oil. It has to be ocean. It just so happens that I built out far enough that I'm now ocean and then deep ocean. And it's so odd is that I can actually go to the beach. Oh, look at that. I'm in the sparse jungle right now. This is the sparse jungle. I don't know if that's good, but at least I know that if I needed it, I'd have it. What in the heck is going on here? Are there mobs in here? Okay, no, there's no mobs in here. Okay, good. I might use these as storage areas or areas for ugly stuff, by the way, too. So now that I've fixed the, oh yeah, it just, oh, there are mobs in here. They can't get to me, but that's it kind of sucks. Um, yeah. Oh wait, let's make them red. Those look good. Dude, are you shooting? I'm just gonna place them like that. Oops. There. Can I make it look better? Yep. Am I gonna worry about it? Nope. Um, all right, there we go. I just want to keep the lag down, since this is going to be running all the way into the end game, on my laptop, as far as I can tell. Um, that's all I got for you guys as far as that goes. Let's see, okay, so now that looks better. So it also helps when you keep your mob count down for your mob farms, because your mob farms that are running like these are running, they seem to be running really slow, but they're actually running pretty good. In fact, they're outpacing even the EMC, whatever you call these things, EMC links. It's superiorly, like supremely. These things, this is maxed at 512, and it's just sitting there solid. This is at 510, 512, but it's still solid, and that's just because the mobs are dropping that much stuff. Um, I haven't I haven't even seen like these bows don't even go down. But it may be that it's their EMC value is not working. I don't know, because this thing is these exporters, they kind of stink. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like them at all. I think they're not. I think they're no good. I do. I think they're no good at all. That's my opinion on them. As far as how fast they are and everything, they're not fast. This one is almost fast enough. But see, this is only asking for Blackstone in this. So there. I took the Blackstone off. Um, I don't. It doesn't. Not going to hurt me. It's not going to hurt me to have millions and millions of Blackstone or whatever. It's not going to hurt me to have any of that stuff because I have an infinite storage. And in that note, let's go check out the infinite storage, and then I'll go downstairs and show you guys what I'm doing with that oil that I'm getting. You have to use a black lens. You already saw how I set up your laser miner on the Wither. It's the same thing, except for you don't have to have anything below it. And you can make layers and layers of something. If you need a very large amount, you can just scale it up, make it faster. Let's look at the crafting monitor. Boy, is it's still going at it. Now, this is funny to me. It ran out of glass, and it was like, for some reason it's using mana glass for this. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but that's going to slow it down like severely. You can see it going at it right now. It's doing its thing and it's keeping up. That's the funny part. But it also means that no matter what, I can only get items as fast as this thing can tick, right? So if I take the duration down, you can hear it speeding up. I am not running out of mana. That's the part that I thought was going to be an issue. But because of everything kind of double focused, this thing isn't even blowing up. They're just getting sucked in. So it's all working. Well, that's the point. Is it's all working. Like it's all still doing its thing. The infrastructure is still built. But I don't know why it's using mana glass. So let me take a look at something. All right, let's do this. I want to see what the infinite fluid storage. Geez, that thing. There's a lot of infinite stuff. I don't think it should require mana glass. I think that that's a mistake in one of the patterns somewhere. And yeah, don't make that mistake if you're like me on this one. So I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna tell it to start it again and see. There it goes. See, it wants mana glass, even though regular glass is right here. So maybe one of my patterns is messed up. That's why you want those um the monitors so much because I was just literally letting that run and it was just eating up mana for no reason. And what's the base glass usage? Okay, this is fine. What is it that uses glass? Just the very first one. So the 64K. Yeah, that's it right there. Somehow or another, I bet you it's right there. Yep, there it is. And it's set for exact. Let's just go ahead and fix this. See, I have the glass. That's the part that upsetted me for a minute there. Keep an eye on that stuff. So if you have an issue with the craft, that could be it for sure. Now I'm gonna go all the way back and then tell it to craft, and then it should just be like boom, done. Right? Food storage, start. Available, no mana glass needed, hit start. And yeah, it had already made all the parts. The only thing that it didn't have made was the glass, and I was like, what's going on? So I went downstairs here and I looked at this and I was like, why is this thing still just not staying full? Like it really should just nonstop have something in it, right? There's some kind of tick issue. And that's the truth. There actually is a tick issue. It's just that's the speed of my system. If I wanted it to be faster, apparently I need to use applied energistics. It is faster. There, I said it. I said it out loud too. But I also discovered something else. See how this says, if you can read it, it says front. That's a side. So this whole time I didn't even have this elite tier wasn't doing anything. So I added this onto it, but then I had to change these sides, and now it's running as fast as it can keep up. Like that's it. It's as fast as the raw stuff appears, the raw stuff goes in, right? Raw ores of all kinds. They're all just getting eaten up. So that thing is doing its part. The issue, to believe it or not, is actually the mechanism. Um, See, no bats now. The mechanism part isn't actually keeping up. So if you go down to my factory here, you'll see I've done some work and I added a ton of lights. You'll see though that this thing is running nonstop. But what you don't know, or you might not know, is I have added in another one right here. It is also running nonstop. And then I have a tesseract that's got crude oil in it. That's coming from that laser drill. Um, all right, let's take a look at this because I don't want to run out of time. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time if I don't watch out. So I broke everything that was over here. I had these air compressors already, so I just like get it. Just go ahead and use up the glycerol. Oh, see now it's using up the mana and exploding because it's out of mana. But the plant oil is here, the ethanol's here. These tesseracts are getting these from immersive engineering. I did not know though that reprocessed Pneumaticraft works so well now with Mechanism that you can. Oh wait, what? Oh, this is gonna fill up and clog eventually. Well, maybe. So far, right now, it's self-sustaining. Like I don't have to turn on anything. Like this is creating enough, and then this is exporting the glycerol from the system into here, and this is also pulling it into here. So it's like I don't think I can run out of glycerol. Is a fuel that is like really. I was using two of these. Anyway, up here's biodiesel. It's being used up or being imported. It's just being imported into the system. I don't have a full use for it yet because once this runs out, I'll figure out what to do with the glycerol or the biodiesel in a little bit here. Oh wait, no, I have the biodiesel going through something. What am I doing with the biodiesel? Oh, I'm making plastic, right? Yeah, yeah, biodiesel, plastic. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, let's just keep it going. They things this thing produces heat, or this one reduces heat, so it takes heat away. So like when it's not running. It needs to have 100 degrees, right? So whenever it's running, it's actually going to drop in temperature, but the heat being created by processing things is actually heating this up. So I'm heating up the whole entire tower here. It's a one controller, okay? And you get your crude oil going into it. The next level is this refinery output is going to be, I think it's like diesel. Yeah, diesel. Then you'll have kerosene, LPG. Nope, nope, gasoline and LPG. So that's why you have all these here. Now you just have to cover it, and it also is taking away heat. It's taking away, it's using the heat and reducing it down. So if it's pulling heat away, I thought about it and I was like, well, why don't I hook it up to this? And this will pull the heat away from this chest, right? And this chest is set up to make this kind of plastic, the plastic sheets. It has what's called a heat frame on it, and that heat frame is hooked up to just one vortex tube and one heat sink. And I can autocraft plastic, I believe now. So plastic sheets. What it does is it inserts a bucket of molten plastic into this cooling system or to the heat frame deal. See, it says the temperature is negative 14 degrees and negative 273, which is that's the least you can go. And so it creates heat by dissipating it from the liquid molten plastic. So let's say I need 10. It's going to take those buckets and it's going to insert them in here. Let me show you. If I can get close enough. Wait, what? Oh, I told it to make 10 buckets of plastic. All right, I'm going to make 10 buckets. or 10 things of this. Now it's just going to take those 20. Let's do 20. I'll show you what's going on. So as the buckets are being placed in, they're heating up the chests, right? But as the chest cools down, it takes a little bit because it's not super fast. But as you can see, now the temperature is bouncing between 0 and -1. And you can get bonus, I guess you can get bonus plastic and stuff from it. But as it cools down, it'll start cooling this down. I didn't have to use the regular standard size chest, and I'm probably going to switch it over to like the largest chest I can that's a single block because the heat frame that goes on the outside, it, wow, it's so bad it's actually dropping the temperature of that. I mean, it's working. It's doing its thing. You can just let it run. It just takes some time and you'll get your plastic. See, it just changes it. And then I have an importer on here and I have it say, do not import plastic that's molten. That's all in a bucket. So it just basically stops it and waits. And then it'll import both the bucket and, of course, the sheet of plastic as it's being made. This is completely 100% self-sustainable. I don't have to do anything. The gas is coming from it. I have set up the reinforced tubes because they hold up to 10 bar. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough. I put a pressure plate on it, a pressure safety valve on that right there, and then I put another one somewhere else. I can't remember. Somewhere there's another one just to make sure. But it's not going to break. I'm not going to have any problems. But you have to give it air to these vortex tubes. And these processing plants are finicky. So let's say I want to make reinforced tubes. I made a stack or so already. So let's go ahead and make 10, 20. Let's go make 20. Again, this one right here is also heat sensitive. I believe this heats up. Oh no, it required at any temperature, so it doesn't even really matter because this is just based simply on the pressure tubes. It doesn't require any heat differential. So if I do need to create something different with it, and if you notice too, refined storage sticks the 50 millibuckets of plastic in for every pipe. So you got the pipe already good. I have 4 bar if I need to use it for something else. And then you can see there's all kinds of stuff I could craft in this. I don't even understand why you would use those seeds, but you can run your gasoline in here. So you can single do your oil, but I just went ahead and made it all into one tall tower. As long as it maintains, I think it's got to be 400 degrees. Yeah, so as long as it maintains 400 degrees, this stuff is constantly going to try and cool it off. And I don't know if it will or not. Like, I don't think it will, though. So you got to, basically, this is all just a self-contained system. Oh, I ran a piece of heat pipe through the bottom also. So that way the bottom of it has, of this controller is also covered. So the whole thing's covered. There's a piece of thermal plating on its face as well, but this is it. If I have to, I guess I could siphon off some heat from this thing, but it's not hot. Matter of fact, this is cold. It's already at -12. That's it. That's all it's set up. No problems. Get rid of that torch. This has got biodiesel. This has been running for a long time. It's basically barely moving the UV light box on this side. And yeah, we got 3 bar on that. Not even. No, we got 1.58 bar on that. So it's really not a lot, but you can see there's particles in there, so you got pressure. I'm going to switch this over from biodiesel and use a better fuel. And so let's go check on our infinite craft because I think that should be done. It is. There it is. I have the infinite fluid storage component. And unlike my others, I can now duplicate it if necessary. The other one is inside we need to make a container to hold it. It's inside the drive. There wasn't a quest for it, so it's just for me and convenience. Go down, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I happen to have room right there. It, I don't, I don't know if I have to have a separate one or not. Like if I put this in here, matter of fact, these are all, why don't I go ahead and do that? Really? That's not EMC'd? Well, I don't want to mess with that. Let's just go ahead and make a new one. I have a bunch of ender chests and I have no idea why I do. Um, it's just dirt, right? Okay, that means it's got a, good. So I'm gonna switch this to fluids and put that in there. That's it. Because this black hole controller over here, if you look, it's got the oil, it's got a different kind of oil. Oh, if you use a gray lens, you'll get oil from immersive engineering or something, or one of the other oils. It doesn't work. You have to have crude oil, not oil. What use it is, I don't know. But don't, yeah, I screwed up and I made the wrong one. So there's that there. You can see it from here. It's moving as it's creating more diesel, gasoline, LPG, kerosene. I mean, I got a ton of molten plastic, right? That's great. Diesel, energized glowstone, ether gas, LPG. All these things right here, they're not even close to being full. I can put the highest rated black hole tanks in here and it all just stores in one single block, and I think that is amazing. I don't even have this one set up, and it says it stores 2 billion. That's what it says right here. 0 out of 2 billion. um yeah, there's my molten plastic, which if it's being held in here, I don't know what this is doing. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just leaving it alone because I don't want to break the game right now. There, you guys have got a general idea for that. Did I tell you guys what I was doing here? I hope I did. I showed you that. This is Rossonite, and it's auto craftable through this dimensional chest. But we also can speed up this oil thing. I want to do that at industrial foregoing. Okay, we have 10 those. We need, how many we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've already placed what I had in the grid in here, so this one already has. See, there's an efficiency tier. There's the processing. Speed processing. I don't have to speed it up right now. I have a feeling that I'm gonna need more of this item. That's or this stuff. So that's why I'm trying to hurry this up a little bit. Plus, I should be way past this by now. Tell to make 20 of those. It was so short it couldn't do anything. It was on glass. It just thought it was just taking forever. So, oh man, tell to make 20 of those as well. And what's awesome is these laser drills. These things are actually EMCable, and so is the laser base. The ore one is not. But if you type in laser here, you'll see I got a laser base and laser drill. I can go get any oil I want. You can also get shell. So like, let's say you want crude oil. You can get thermal I don't know where it gets it from. It doesn't say, right? But here's the thing, it actually does have it right here. It's a centrifugal separator, and it's a bituminous, bituminous, bituminous. I can't say that word. It's sand. It's bituminous sand, right? It's oil shale, oil sand, like you would have in real life. That's what it is. It creates these extra things that I don't know if I need. And then crude oil. You can get these from the laser ore in Project Ozone 3. I don't think you can get it here. So I'm just using this flat out the way it's set up. Uh, there's those. All right, it's still crafting. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get everything. Efficiency, okay, efficiencies. This one will not take a speed add-on. So yes, I can really speed this thing up quite a bit, actually. As you can see, this thing is cooking now. This thing isn't even able to keep up visually with what's going on. So, and I don't know how big of a square you can make for sure. I do remember Sage, a guy that I know that is extremely, extremely smart. He did a cube, like a floating cube, where like the ore thing was in the middle, and he made it huge, and it was just like I don't even know how it was so fast that it was keeping up with his reactor. Now he is the what I would call the master of mechanism, and the reason why I call him that is because he literally can do what with mechanism anything he wishes. He swears by it. He's made his own mods for it, everything. So yeah, well earned, super 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 smart, and extremely good with mechanism, like really good. So like if you ever have an issue with mechanism, you can probably look him up um, somewhere. I haven't been able to get a hold of him in a while, but I haven't really. I'm waiting for him to reach out to me because a lot of us we go our separate ways. We get busy in life. Excuse me, things happen, and we end up, you know. I apologize for all the yawning. Again, but I am 100% caffeine free now. Well, that's the speed add-ons. What am I missing? Make them. Make the things. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Turn my hover off. I don't need more speed. Cancel. I do need these. Okay. Right? Processing. Three, 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 three. Almost. Yes, I could. So anyway, you can make this thing run really, really, really fast, and it will produce a very large amount of fluid of whatever your system is set up for. Again, this is a black laser lens. Don't use the gray one. And this only takes these. I don't know if that's a thing. And I don't know what depth this should be set at. I have no clue. Don't know if it helps. Like if I put this at 50, but I have a feeling if I click on my fluid grid and I take it and I go like this, we can, oh yeah, you can definitely see this stuff going up. So this is actually outpacing the processing center, which I find that interesting because I wonder what's going to happen with the heat. Let's go back to the crafting grid. So let's go see what's happening with the heat. Because it's going to try and cool that thing off like really fast, and it's probably not going to be able to heat. Oh yeah, that's it. It can't keep up with the heat anymore. That is fantastic news, really. The reason why that's fantastic news, that it's still running, first of all, but it's running all four, and I find that awesome. This thing can still keep running. Look at that. Look at the temperature on that bad boy. It's too hot, right? Yeah, it's too hot. It's actually too hot to make plastic. Or is it just not enough biodiesel? Oh, it's just not enough biodiesel. So this thing is not keeping up. Hey, wait. Oh yeah, see, like it's flooding. That is crazy, come to think of it. Ay, ay, ay. Let's empty this out real quick. I want to see. Well, no, let's not empty this out. Let's empty this out. Okay, it is working. So this does work. I didn't know if it was going to be able to input into the pipe or not, and I guess it does. I'm wasting my time doing this, but yeah. So these are, and these are good. The reason why you want to make the better fuel is because biodiesel only produces a small amount of air and it takes forever. I want to be able to hook it up and just let it rip. So is this thing cooler now? Wow. So now, if you can see, it's almost turning blue. So now it really can produce some plastic sheets. I bet you it's a lot faster now. Let's go ahead and see. I can't make a stack though, I don't think. Let's see. Well, maybe I can. Yeah, I can. It's so cold because it's using the heat on the processing plant right now that it's so cold it's producing plastic. Now it'll produce extra plastic if you get below like a negative, for every -1 degree, there's like a percentage increase chance that it will produce extra pieces of plastic. Uh-oh, my importing is actually kind of slow. Let me get my importer going. We'll get, is a stack even worth it? I don't know. Let's just do speed and stack and just be done. So you got your stack and then your speed. So you can make a stack at a time with it. It's just gonna get, it's still gonna take some time. So you can change, you can see the color on this is changing back. There is a fan that you can use, all right? What is this king called? Not a fan. You, it's this thing, Air Grate Tube Module. According to the mod pack, the thing, the guide for it, this should be able to cool off the heatsink. It didn't work, and it blew me around. And it's actually, you can make a mob farm with this thing. You really could. So it's making its plastic. It's gonna do the thing. It's not gonna time out, so it should be fine. Um, let's get to the questing. All right. So here's the quests. We need to make all the different controllers, all the different laser things in the assembler, because that's what I want. I want the assembler. So let's get working on it. We are missing assembly drill, assembly IO, assembly laser. So that's the result. We don't have enough of these cylinders. What in the hell? Okay, so let's go ahead and get the auto crafting done for that. I didn't set up hardly any. And so that's my fault. So assembly drill. It doesn't know how to make those. That's not good. All right, so there's one single step. And you see, I just now added another setup for that. Now I have EMC'd all this stuff, so I could, in theory, kind of skip around until like I could bypass it, I guess. It's called a cannon. And sure enough, it's called a cannon. Cannon barrel. I have so many crafters, it's kind of insane, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need them all. So cannon barrel, pneumatic craft cylinders. See, and now it has the plastic, and now I have a compressed iron, so we can make those at will. You get the idea? I'm pretty sure. Oh, different types of silicon. Make sure you make all your different processes for that. You're gonna run out of those probably 3 or 4 times at least. All right, with this we can make elevators, we can make our assembly laser. Do I really want to do that? I don't. I don't want to do that. I just want to craft it. Assembly laser. Oh, capacitors. Okay, so here's the part I screwed up on. I did not set it up. What does it need to have? It needs just to have 1.0, and it can do this, so it can make our capacitors. I got those capacitors, I think, from like chests and stuff and for rewards. So we have this set up. I have this set up. Question is, how do I automate it, right? Well, I'm going to do that right now. I kind of want to, should probably have a different setup for this. I didn't even know there was a piece of gold in there. Okay, so this is going to be what? The out. Yep, output. So let's put that and that on this side. So that way I can just run a cable straight across. I had done all this manually, and it's fine. You can do quite a lot manually with Pneumaticraft. This is going to be set for. How do I change it? Oh, oh yeah. You gotta face the direction you want it to go. Right? So this is orange is out, blue. So this is in, this is out. Can it explode? I don't know. But this thing isn't producing squat for us, right? So goodbye. It doesn't empty, but I'm going to throw away all that biodiesel. Yeah. So we want the liquid compressor and we want the reinforced tubes. Oh yeah, those are not EMC. We have reinforced tubes because we're going to push the pressure up. We also want an exporter. There's a couple of them. One for fluids, one for solids. We need a crafter. I don't think we're going to need more than a regular crafter. I don't think it's going to be used for that. Let's go ahead and place this down. We're going to go ahead and give it, let's give it, shoot, let's do it this way. These aren't sided so much as, yeah, let's just do 2. I don't need to overdo it. It's a waste of time to just, or a waste of everything if I do that. Switch this to fluids, switch this one to fluids. There's a check valve on here that's for 4.9. I don't know if you can change it for higher. Up? I don't know. I don't know how to change it. I guess I can look it up later. Let's go ahead and run the cable. Get that started. I can break this and add more crafters in a minute if I need to. That's going to be the input. So we need to get a wrench. Oh, yeah. Why don't we just grab it from our different variety of wrenches? Make sure it's facing the right way. Give it a connection. It's ugly. I hate when it does that. Okay, well, there you go. All right, switch to fluid. Okay, what is the best fluid, I wonder? LPG. LPG is the highest one, so I'm gonna right click on it and check on it. It looks like it has a 10,000 heat capacity, but it doesn't heat things up. It's only 27 degrees, so it's crap. It's not worth anything except for fuel. Oh, it can be used with coal to produce the molten plastic at a better rate, maybe? Oh, it's 1-to-1. Because otherwise it's 100 to, no, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just they use it for that. Can't do anything else. It can be bottled. So I guess it might as well, I guess it could be used in the Amadron deal to trade for. And there is a controller for this system, and I will be setting that up for sure. And now we need to import. Not import, import. Thank you. Crafted. Oh crap, the other one is. Oh well, let's hope it takes the items in, it does what it's supposed to do when it needs to. Let's get the pressure going though, because we're gonna need to get it set up. Not LPG. Well, what about gas? No, not that gas, this gas there. It also has 10,000 heat capacity. It's not good for anything except for making LPG. That stinks. That really stinks, actually. I was hoping it had more use. Okay, so no gasoline's useless as well. Well, not useless, but I can convert it with the thing and then have it. Really? Is that really the only thing it's good for? Let's check. Wait, hold on. That can't be right. Let's go to fluid compressor and then right. Not fluid compressor. There. Advanced air compressor. No. Advanced liquid compressor. I want that, but I gotta be able to craft these. Do I have some? No. Air compressor, liquid compressor. There it is. Okay, so it says using various fluids, you can see the advanced fluids tab. This tab is ordered where multipliers are shown 1.5. This means the fuel burns more quickly or slowly than the baseline, generating air faster, but it also gets used up faster. You can either pump in fuel or right click with the fuel container. I mean, obviously, we're going to be running liquid compressor. Huh, I could have swore I saw a list. Let's type in fuel. How did I get that to show up? I can't remember. LPG. I might have to set up a. I might have to set up another one of these controllers just to go ahead and refine everything into the final one, but I don't know. Why can't I see it? I saw it before. I thought for sure it was under here. No, this is the heat properties. You can check the heat properties. This thing's interesting. You can actually get 10,000 heat capacity out of a campfire. Both. Matter of fact, the soul campfire is less for thermal resistance. A campfire produces more heat than a magma block, but it dies. But you can turn a campfire back on by clicking it with a flint and steel. So in theory, you could constantly generate tons of heat with a campfire and like it would seriously keep it going forever because campfires don't break. They just turn into campfires that are unlit. And it's the highest thing. Now, a torch is actually the highest thing for thermal resistance and stuff, but it has no capacity. I don't know if that's an option. So you can take a look here at the degrees in which all these items hold. Now, this holds 500,000 heat capacity. That just means it lasts for a very long time, but its temperature is only 165 degrees. It's not really that hot. Same thing goes with molten plastic. Um, and this is the item that they become, if that was what people were wondering. So yeah, XP juice will become ice, witch water, all of that. They're all nothing except for when you get to your snow and ice and such. See? What I found interesting the most was that items from Mechanism can be used for cooling stuff, and that's a pretty good amount. Negative 83 is really low. It's not as low as like these, but look, check this out. Liquid oxygen for Mechanism. So if you want to cool stuff down, liquid deuterium and liquid hydrogen, which is really easy to make from Mechanism. Cryofuel from Ad Astra is negative 469. Liquid uranium has the highest thermal temperature and but a very low thermal resistance. So I guess technically you could use liquid uranium and fire water and such, like liquid superheated sodium. Like these are, and they're not impossible to get items, but what you would need that temperature for, I don't know. That's a lot. That's way past the range needed for any of this stuff. Um, yeah. So if LPG is not available, let's try this. Let's try looking for the fuels. At new, there it is. How come I can't find that? Gasoline. You know what? Let's just check it out. We're going to go ahead and put in LPG first. I'm 100% sure that LPG is the most. There's LPG. So let's go ahead and give that a shot and see what it does. Now let's turn that off. And I just want to see. Ah, there we go. It's right here. Available fuels. Liquid ethylene is 1.25. LPG, 1.25. Refined fuel. Gasoline is 1.5. So refined fuel and gasoline is what we want. So let's go ahead. We can go ahead and use the LPG in this one. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to get gasoline like that. We'll put this one with gasoline. All right. So now this one's got gasoline. Just to burn up the LPG. I don't know if there's really much use other than that. And I'm not going to sit there and try and unrefine it. I don't know. That's not a thing, but should be plenty. And then let's check on what else. Biodiesel is just one to one. Kerosene is 1.1. It's not even that great. Liquid ethylene is from Mechanism. It looks like gasoline. There's a lot of stuff you can use, guys. Steam is even available. If I wanted to put steam in there, which is crazy. I got tons. I have infinite steam, so that would be a thing. But oh, there we go. Liquid hydrogen is 1.5. Hydrogen is 1.5. Oh, crude oil goes straight in there. Okay. So we want refined fuel, LPG, gasoline. Where's refined fuel? Refined fuel. Oh, it's from thermal. Heavy oil to make refined fuel. Is that the only thing it's good for? Because I'm not going to go make up a setup just so that I can run that if I don't have to. Oh, it's for the fuel loader. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Duh. Refined fuel. Yeah, I do have one set up already. Um, fuel refinery. There it is. I am kind of curious though at this point what all I can do. This just takes oil and makes fuel. That's the only thing it refines fuel from oil. Yeah, I got that, but oh, you can use it as a fuel if you make refined fuel. Okay. Well, I'm not sure I give a crap about that. Crude oil can then make this, and then which makes heavy oil. And if I don't have to do those things, I'm not going to. We do have to go to outer space very soon. Where are we at now? We're almost to one. At one bar, we can make the basic processes. And this that's pushing all three of these. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and give them some more. I don't know why I just crafted those. That was really weird. Hmm. What fuel is it else that we're making? Diesel? Oh, kerosene. How does kerosene work? Kerosene. Oh, it just makes gasoline. So yeah, I must need to set up another processing plant. I guess I could do it through the is that the only that's the only use is trading it or using it to refine into more because I don't what's kerosene it's 1.1. So do I really want to refine it? No. You know what? I don't. I really don't. Is this thing not? Yes, let's go ahead and can I drag this? Oh, I can, but if fluids, I can't. That's right. I have to take a bucket and then drop that off. That new Minecraft. There we go. Okay, so that covers LPG, gasoline, kerosene, and now diesel. Now, diesel, I want to know if I have a use for also. Let me check that. Other than refining it down. No, it don't. So you know what? Diesel. Oops, diesel. I don't even care if it actually helps much. Uh, the fact that it's not listed here kind of silly. Yeah, it should be. I get. Oh, there it is. But it's a times point 0.8. Whatever. It's still gonna help push this along. These are absolutely full. So. Oh, and you can make this thing really big, I guess. I didn't know you can make it bigger. Um, there's upgrades for it, and it's a safety valve, that kind of thing. Matter of fact, I probably want to make this thing right here. This is a upgrade that if something gets too full, I guess it should automatically blow off the extra. Hey, oh, it's called security upgrade. And go ahead and put those inside these. Keeps them safe, I guess. Don't know. This one takes it too. Okay, so I think we're out of time. Sorry, guys. Know that I've been pushing through trying to get a lot of these quests done, but that's the situation. I want to get rid of that sound. That way I don't have to listen to it. None of this stuff is going to blow up. I've got it all set up. It's producing this stuff pretty slow. Looks like I might need to push this one even faster. Can I push this even faster? No, it's because the glycerol is going to clog it up. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Well, once I convert these over to the higher rated one, which is what I'm going to work on next. Yeah, the pipes got to go let me set up the craft for this before I go. What are they called? PC? No, they are involved in the process of. Oh, air air armor. Crazy. See, look, this is why I have to be able to get these crafting because they're part of making stuff like this. That that's gonna go downstairs. Sorry, I don't want to forget about it while I'm working on it. Um, where is it? There's a chunk loader upgrade. Oh, for the drone. That's pretty sweet, actually. What am I doing? I don't want to. I want to do that. It's these. There we go. This is what I want. Is that all I need? No, no. Let's go ahead and set that up too. So there, the factory. Fill it. There, there. These are already set up for. Hmm, it looks like I'm gonna have to create yet a third or fourth one of these because I'm gonna need more philosopher stones and whatnot. Anyway, let's see if we can get these to autocraft, right? They're a capacitor, and it has reached the pressure needed. I should have put glass in. Yeah, if I put glass in there, I could see it. Crap. I don't want to stop it because then I won't be able to see it. No valid items in chamber. I did insert the items, but I can't tell. This thing is now off. I'm gonna have to go offline. Interface in export mode with a dispenser upgrade will eject items into the world. Okay, I don't care. Okay, it can take speed upgrades. I'm a little confused as to why it didn't process. Of course, now it's not going to want to. Hey, guys, I will just fix that, and I'll come back and I'll show it to you next episode. Take care. Bye bye.